Hello, Ellison Preschool. Today we'll be presenting on MAN training. We all know that young children frequently take items from one another, and this often leads to problem behavior, as we can see in the video of the two twin babies. So let's think about what we can do. And let's think about targeting prerequisite skills. Let's ask, do the children know how to request or demand for items from others? For the case of Ellison Preschool, we know that this is not the case, as several of the students at the school do not have that as a skill in their repertoire at this point. So we're going to talk about MAN training. MAN training is an intervention used to teach children how to request or demand for desired items and activities. Now I'll turn it over to Bianca, who will review some research on MAN training.
Multiple studies address the benefit of using the Picture Communication Exchange System, also known as PECS. Data supports the increase in verbal communication in individuals using PECS who have little to no vocal communication. A study conducted by Charlotte Christie et al. Supports the use of PECS to increase MANs and reduce problem behavior across participants and in multiple settings. MAN training is an intervention which can be applied to individuals who are vocal or individuals who use alternative communication methods such as PECS. Once manding is achieved, students will be less likely to engage in tantrum or taking behaviors, as they will gain access to a desired item. Additionally, once manding skills are mastered, sharing and rating skills can be facilitated.
In order to implement this procedure, we will need to first collect baseline data for the manding as well as tantrum behaviors to establish a foundation. Following about 3 to 5 days of baseline data collection, we will start implementing. So you will display the available items in front of a child stating what you want. The child should then request the item within 1 to 3 seconds. Prompt as needed. In vocal children, this may be modeling the mand I want item. And for a non-vocal child, this could be assisting with hand over hand to use picture exchange. Continue until all of these prompts can be faded, and the data should be collected based on correct or incorrect use of mand.
Criterion is important to set to determine acquisition of a skill. Criterion for this intervention is 80% or higher for correct mands across 3 consecutive days. Percentage can be calculated by taking the number of correct mands divided by the total number of mands and then multiplied by 100. Once manding is acquired, the classroom-wide communication PECS board can be implemented.
This video demonstrates a manding procedure.
Cookie. 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 Cookie.
In this video here, Evan will demonstrate how to use the Classroom PECS board. As you can see here, the Classroom PECS board will stay in one primary location. When a child wants something, they will go to the corresponding PECS icon and give it to their teacher in exchange for the desired toy, just as Evan did here with the baseball PECS icon. Prompts can be given to the student if he needs assistance learning the skill. And you can see this when Evan's teacher physically prompts him to grab the PECS icon, just as he did right there.
All right, now look.
MAN training will be beneficial for your classroom, as its main goal is to decrease tantrum behavior and increase manding. Here are a few reasons why. Firstly, the materials used are inexpensive and will be shared by multiple students at the same time. For this intervention, each classroom will be equipped with a big PECS board containing reinforcing items and activities for the students. These reinforcing items would serve as motivation for students to learn how to request their desired items. Secondly, this PECS board will be easy to monitor by one adult. Lastly, it will be a fun and interactive way for students to engage with peers and adults in order to access tangible and preferred activities. Increase in communication will result in increased access to tangibles. MAN training will help to increase vocal and non-vocal students' manding repertoire, which will help decrease fighting and tantrum behaviors in the classrooms. The use of PECs may extend communication from MANs to a larger verbal communication repertoire in the future.
Each of the toy classrooms will need these following materials: preschool age-appropriate toys that the students find reinforcing, a tribal board, PECs icons that correspond with all the preferred toys in the classroom, and Velcro dots that will be used to secure the PECs to the classroom PECs board. And then looking on the next slide, here you can see an example of what a classroom PECs board should look like, and it includes an idea of where to place the Velcro dots in the PECs. And then finally, the last material needed is a data collection sheet, just like the one shown here.
So to implement this plan school-wide, MAN training will be introduced to the staff on an in-service day. The staff will spend their time overviewing the research of MAN training and will be provided with opportunities to practice manding. Once the staff is trained, a BCBA will be brought in to assist the classroom about once a month to give ideas, further the training, give any tips needed. Also, if needed, a speech therapist can come in to assist with further training as well. Once the proper training is in place, classrooms will be equipped with the necessary materials needed for manding. Students will be taught how to use these materials all while interacting with their peers and other adults.
Vital to the successful implementation of this intervention include the ability to identify reinforcers. A reinforcement survey, as pictured above, can help identify reinforcers for this intervention. Different items will provide differing levels of motivation. Additionally, prompts should be faded to prevent children from being prompt dependent and to be more successful in a natural, less contrived setting.
Thank you.